everyone. My name is Shandia Nakato, and I'm with a team that is trying to solve the problem of management of chronic wounds in developing countries. Globally, there is a challenge of management of chronic wounds, and these wounds include diabetic wound ulcers, pressure ulcers, burns, and so on and so forth. For the developed countries, like the United States, they have the negative pressure wound therapy devices that they are using to manage these chronic wounds. But when it comes to developing countries like Uganda, this is still a challenge. And you will ask yourself why. These devices, yes, much as they are available, they are expensive. So as a team, we decided to come up with a solution for this problem. And we decided to develop a low-cost negative pressure wound therapy device. And this device, we are going to design it using the locally available materials within our country. Like you can see, this is our first prototype. And how are we going to be able to fill in the gaps? This device is going to be of low cost, and the people who are going to benefit from our device are the patients in developing countries like Uganda. This particular device can be used in home care, like someone can take it home and then they actually use it. When it comes to the success as a team that we have so far achieved, for the first prototype that we designed, it has the pressure control knobs, the timers, and these are the ones that we are using to provide the intermittent pressures. And like you can see, it is actually doing what? Sucking. Yes, we have a pump. This is the pump that we are using. It is performing very well. And then we have the Arduino board where we sent our program. But nevertheless, we still have challenges for our prototype. And some of the challenges that we are facing is we lack the facilities or the equipment that we are supposed to use to carry out the testing for the testings for this prototype. For example, the pressure leakage test. Then we have the safety tests. We lack the equipment that we are supposed to use when we are carrying out the tests on these particular prototypes. When it comes to the future plans, we plan to add the solar component on this device, such that even someone who is in rural clinics where there is no electricity, because in developed countries like Uganda, electricity is still a challenge and still a problem. So we are sure that when we incorporate solar, then those hospitals, the health center, 3's health center, 2's health center, 4's, will be able to continue using this device. As we all know, diabetes is still a challenge in developing countries and developed countries, and most of the diabetic patients end up with diabetic wound ulcers. And when we finally complete our prototype and our design, then we shall be able to reduce on the overstay of the patients in hospitals and also decrease on the infections of the wounds and amputations. Thank you so much for listening.